Navigating through the energies of New Earth is not an easy process and can become extremely overwhelming at times. As we all ascend into higher frequencies, we're all being guided to embrace our own unique divine pathway, a pathway created in the vibration of love. Join Vibe Nation radio host, international psychic medium Carrie Turcotte as she guides her listeners to rediscover themselves by accessing the keys of knowledge that already exist within. Each week's show is divinely orchestrated to intertwine with the universal energies, allowing the listeners to go deeper within and understand the message being shared even greater. When you live in the frequency of love, there is no competition, so Carrie will be joined regularly by fellow soul family members who will bring forth wisdom and knowledge she knows should be shared on a global level. At the end of each show, Carrie will tap into the energies of the listeners to see what message Spirit wants to share with all those listening in for the upcoming week. If you really want to get to know who you truly are, come and join us now on Vibe Nation Radio, here on the IOM Radio Network.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to another edition of Vibe Nation Radio, where today we're going to have a very fun and special show, where with it being Halloween, happy Halloween, everyone, and I just want you to all remember that today's just not about getting up dressed up in all these crazy costumes and going out there and getting candy. There's a lot more to this special day. And I just want you to all know that the reason why I'm having this Halloween Spirit Talk is to honor those that are in spirit, that are truly here to help us along this sacred journey that we are currently on. Now, with the energies being very different this year, please know if you are very much high in vibrations, you could be a strong energy worker, you could be a light worker, you could be in divine union. Do know that these energies are almost to the point that we are in 5D, and where does spirit hang out? Spirit hangs out in 5D. And we all know that with what's happening on a global level right now, that it's almost like we want to work with the spirit world to truly help radiate the love and light on all of Gaia and all of humanity. So on today's show, I'm going to be doing some readings in between messages that Spirit want to share with all of you, because I just want to talk a little bit about this last day and the energy that's taking place, specifically for those that are in divine union, that this is a very holy day. And it's really important to keep the love for yourself and love for Spirit, knowing that we all are one, because right now there's a lot of energy on Gaia that is vibrating duality. Win or lose, wrong or right, this way, that way. People do not see themselves as one. And we're here as the cleanup crew, as we all know, to help create the new vibration by sucking up this dark duality energy and creating it into love, so people understand that we all are one and that we can move forward on this beautiful planet in the vibration of love by just coming together and working with one another and realizing that we all are connected and we all have beautiful abilities and gifts to help one another along this journey. I know with the energies that are taking place right now, I know a lot of people that are tapping into their mediumship. And I want you to understand that you want to embrace this ability that Spirit is now, revealing to you, because you probably have very strong psychic abilities before you step into your mediumship. But a lot of people are fearing the mediumship, and I want you to let that fear go, because when you are communicating with love and light, there's nothing but love and light coming through you. So there is nothing to fear out there when it comes to embracing this gift, which many of you call, they are abilities, they are already within us, but they're waking up because of the energy shift. So in November, I actually have been channeling that this is the masculine energy that is rising. And this is the masculine energy within all of us. That when you think about masculine energy, why do you think the world is kind of in the place that it is right now? Because the masculine energy is waking up into the more feminine energy so it can balance itself out. But in order for the masculine energy to truly pop through, we need to be able to go through the dark to get to the light. So a lot of anger and frustration is coming out of a lot of people, as you can see on a global level. And this is just to show you, those that are listening in, that we are going through an awakening process, and there's millions and billions of people on this planet waking up to what truly is the truth. So take a deep breath and know that today is such a beautiful day that you want to honor your loved ones in spirit. And even the cosmos, any connection that you have with higher self, with any connection as all in the fifth dimension, please honor that and know that they're here to help us to create the heaven on earth. But in order to be able to do that, we need to live in the moment and vibrate love. Do not get fear or frustrations or anxiety or depressed because you're going back in the future. Just live in the moment as much as you can, because that's how the power up above can weave their magic into your everyday life and allow you to feel that vibration in its reality. And because this is new, people don't realize that where we're going, none of us have been here before. We've never experienced it in this lifetime, and a lot of people don't even remember their past lives. So how can you possibly co-create something with spirit that you truly do not know at the deep of your soul that you desire, because you've never experienced it before? This is why they want you to live in the moment, please, and vibrate on the vibrations of love of which you desire without expectations, and allow them to weave that into your reality. How beautiful is that? So now, because I've only got a few minutes, I've got 6 minutes, you know what? I'm going to take the first caller. I don't know why I'm being called to this. I'm going to take Nick as the first caller, and we might go back to Nick after the commercial break, because I'm feeling like there's somebody coming through. So, Nick from Burlington, Ontario, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hello, Nick. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Yourself? You sound
I'm
great.
doing good. Thank you. No, I do believe I feel your energy. I know your energy, do I not? Do I know you? Have I met you
yes.
before in person? Okay, I'm feeling our friend Herman coming in. Is this correct? Are you Herman's owner?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's correct.
You know what? You know why I'm feeling like we're going to do, I'm going to talk to you for a few moments here before we go to commercial break and then come back, because I want to explain to the listeners, and a lot of those who follow the Vibe Report, and Nick, you're not aware of this either, so I want you to understand just what a big role your dog Herman is playing on the other side, okay? A couple of weeks ago, my son and I had a baby tortoise that passed away. She'd only been with us, Daisy, her name was Daisy, and she'd only been with us for about 11 days, and she obviously shifted to the other side. Sorry, Herman's getting really excited here. And through the passing of Daisy, I started to channel with her shortly after, and who did she bring with her to say hello was Herman. Now, for those who don't know Herman is a dog that I connected with years ago at a charity event for the Dog Rescuers, Inc., where I go and I do readings, and Herman was with me all day in spirit, all day. Couldn't figure out who the owner was, and he was just still hanging out with me. And at the very end of the day, just before I was getting ready to leave, who shows up? But Nick, I believe it's your daughter that showed up. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct. That's right.
Okay. His daughter showed up with, I believe, the sister and a boyfriend, and he was so excited to see them. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because our animals are our angels. And it doesn't matter how long they're in our lives. They touch our heart and our soul. And Daisy was only with us for 11 days. But believe me, she touched Sean and I in a way that I can't even explain. And the fact that she brought Herman through, it wanted me to start writing children's books about animals and how special they are. And when they go to the other side, they still are with you in spirit to help guide the way. Now, I know, Nick, for you, I know Herman's played a big part, and he still communicates through you. And I just want you to maybe say to the listeners how that made you feel to know that this dog that came in and touched your lives, knowing he was only coming in for a very short period of time, because I believe he was only about 9 or 10 months when he passed, but the love that you all shared was something that will always live within your soul. Is that correct?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's difficult to put it in words. You put it very well.
So it's almost like he wants to thank you, Nick, for calling through, just to remind everyone on this very sacred day that this isn't about just connecting with our loved ones that were physical human beings. This is about connecting with the spirit world as well, with our animals, to know that they are our angels and that, that they're there. And I feel like he's saying to you that, do you have a new hat or something that you've gotten, or somebody got a new hat?
He always brings up
Nick,
hat.
Yeah, I got a new hat recently. Yeah.
Okay, he's talking. He likes your new hat. He's talking about the new hat and how he likes it. So, and I can hear one of your daughters, is that Adriana in the background?
Hi.
Hi. I feel that he wanted to bring that up again, just to to show you how he loved hats. And that was a big thing of his. He was only here for 10 months. But is it 10 months he was here? Yeah, okay.
Just
but
about
again, the love that he had and how he had this passion for hats, especially baseball caps, right? So it's like he just wants to let you know he loves his new hat, to just, again, to let the listeners know that, again, our loved ones in spirit, regardless of their animals, they're still around, my friends. So if you have another animal in the house, he's trying to say, and we're going to come back after the commercial break with both Nick and Adriana, but he just wants to say that if you have other animals in the house, watch those animals. If all of a sudden they start freaking out, or they're barking or meowing at the wall, or they just jump up and they start to run, see this as maybe a sign that maybe an animal in the spirit world is coming through to visit. And if the animal in the house knows the animal in spirit, they're not going to totally trip out. They might start to play, he's saying, with them. Where if the animal is new and doesn't know the animal in spirit, they might react in a different way and kind of start barking at the wall or something. So very cool. So when we get back, we're going to bring Herman to open up the door to the spirit world for both Adriana and Nick. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Your conscious lifestyle on steroids. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM. As difficult as it is to believe, there are places in Africa where human traffickers sell albino children and their body parts for use in magic rituals. Humanity Healing International is actively working in Uganda to change this paradigm. The Albino Rescue Project finds albino children who are at risk and places them in safe schools and environments where they can learn and grow free from fear. To learn more or to sponsor a child, visit humanityhealing.org. Humanity Healing is where your heart is.
Have you been searching for a perspective beyond the mainstream? Check it out. Join your hosts Cielito Pascual and Diana Gold Holland on Share International Radio for thought-provoking views behind the news, Sundays at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern on OMTimes Radio. You can also find us at shareontheairradio.org. This may be the message of hope you've been waiting for.
There is no death, only a change of worlds. Chief Seattle. Deborah Livingston is an award-winning intuitive psychic medium whose international services include mediumship, spiritual assessment, animal communication, and spiritual mentoring. She is a published author and a trained shaman. Deborah provides evidential messages from spirit and departed loved ones. Learn more at deblivemedium.com. That's DEBLIV medium.com.
How to be a great dad in 15 seconds. Bike ride, go fish, walk in the park, phone call, milkshake, play catch, picnic, fly a kite, tell jokes, laugh, talk, read a story, tell a story, bumper cars, swing set, bowling, pillow fight, cut loose, stay tight. Whew. Because the smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
welcome back to Vibe Nation Radio, where today we are during the spirit world on Halloween with a spirit talk. Now, before we went to commercial break, I have been speaking with Nick and Adriana, and their dog Herman, who I do know very well, came through in spirit. So he just wants to remind you guys, I will be in touch with you because Herman wants his own book, a story about him, within this children's series that I'm going to be doing, okay?
Oh, yeah. Excellent.
Okay. And do you know that Herman, you know how big Herman is. Herman brought through the other animal that came through as well, which was Henry the horse came up as well. So I just want to just give you guys a good laugh about how the animals on the other side are teaming up with one another to create stories to help people understand that the love for our pets always lie within our soul because they are solely connected to us. Now, I feel like Herman's opening up the door. Nick, is your father on the other side?
Yes.
Okay, because I feel a very strong male presence, and I feel like he's saying his name is Dad. Okay, and I feel like he's saying that he really likes Herman. Okay, so I want you to know that he's thanking Herman for allowing him to open up the gate to bring you through. Okay, to speak with Dad. Okay, now, Dad wants to talk about your inner strength and how strong you've been. And I feel like he's saying in some way that he needs you just to kind of chillax for a bit and there's something that you're working at, and I feel like you're putting too much energy into this. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Okay. He's telling me that he's telling me justice is going to be served in this situation. So you need to just chillax and just allow your inner strength, knowing because you're standing up with adversity and your soul is guiding you to go down a different pathway. Does this make sense?
Yes, it does. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Because I just feel like he wants you to know that he knows at a soul level, he's trying to help you relight the flame in your life again. And he is saying that you need to understand that there are no unleft said words between you and him. You might feel there are, but there's not. Does this make sense?
Yes or no? Could you repeat that again one more time?
That he doesn't want you to think there are still unleft said words between you and him. So whatever happened within his passing, he is saying that everything that needed to be said has been said. Don't think otherwise. Make sense?
I get to know. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. He's saying he doesn't want you to think that you weren't able to tell him exactly what you're feeling in your head right now because you have an instant connection with Dad, and I call it the calling card. You know, as soon as you start to think about them, that's a soul connection to them. They pick up the phone and they hear you, but they feel you're through vibrations. That's how they work. So if you're vibrating on that, I should have said this, or I could have said that, or I didn't do this, the coulda, shouldas, and wouldas, he's saying that he can't really step into your reality to help you move forward because you're still vibing on a lower vibration, which truly is not who you are as a person. Correct?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So he's saying that you need to know that you've got a very strong foundation in your life. Okay. And he doesn't want you to sweat about this. The stress that's involved in whatever you're dealing with is about to leave in a good way. Okay. And he's saying that he wants you to, realize that these thoughts that are being downloaded to you, these instant messages, this is higher self speaking to you. And I feel like he's saying that ask him for help because there's something going on with regards to a relationship. I'm not going to get into this on the air, but there's a relationship that I feel that the person involved does not love themselves. So you need to show them the love of themselves by loving yourself more. Does that make sense?
Sort of. Yeah, I'm trying to relate to that, but if you just help me out a little bit on that.
Okay, I don't want to get too, because I'm kind of getting this as a personal thing that's happening, so I don't really get too deep into it. I can send you an email afterwards because I do have Adriana's email address, but just know that feminine energy, and this could be with yourself too, that the masculine energy is about to rise in the month of November where we're all tapping into our masculine power, but we want to do it on an even keel with the feminine, so it's okay for your higher self, that kind, gentle soul of who you are at a soul level, it's okay to be that person to where you're going because that's who you are. Does that make sense?
Yeah, in a way it does. Yeah, I'm trying to still relate a little bit, but.
Okay, so again, Dad's saying just know that this is a new beginning. You're paving this yellow brick road to where you're going, and it's saying live in the moment as much as you possibly can, knowing that justice is being served through what is taking place. He just needs you to know
that I get. Yeah, that's good news. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So it's almost like he's saying to you, the unleft spoken stuff that you need to say to him, he's saying, write me a letter and take it outside and burn it and just release it. Let it go. It's okay. You are still here and having a human experience. And with the human experience, we do have emotions and feelings. It comes with the vehicle, right? So it's almost like he's saying, get it out. And at the very end, I always tell people there's the exercise, and Adriana, I'm sure, knows of this. It's called the condo in my head. Anybody who's listening to this radio show and you're not aware of this, go to carrieturcott.com, roll over home, and you'll see vibrasizes. Those are exercises to raise your vibrations. And there's one called the condo in my head. If you were to write your dad a letter through the condo in my head exercise and get out what needs to get out and be grateful for those beautiful gems that you do have with him, it's almost like they're saying that it will shift your vibration so dramatically that it's going to allow you to relight that flame that is just about to ignite right now. Okay, this is why he's saying take time away from this work that you've been putting too much energy into, where the giving and receiving is not matching, and put a little bit of that time into self and watch what starts to take place, because then he can work with you because you've released the lower vibrations connected to him and what's taken place.
Right.
And this will allow him to work with you in the moment. And he's saying, don't forget Herman's leading the way. Herman plays a big part of this. You need to understand this. Okay? I almost feel like Herman's some big giant, it's like I see him on when you see the Eskimos and they have the dog sleds, it's almost like Herman is the leader, but he's by himself leading the train of Dad. So the two of them are a team. It's almost like he's saying the love you have for Herman is the love vibration he wants you to feel for him by letting go of these vibrations so the two of you can work magic together. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And I have to say, in the last few weeks, I have been trying to contact my dad quite often. So I have been asking for help. So that what you just said, it hits home.
Okay. That's beautiful, Nick. And what he's trying to say is that focus on your tree of life, my friend. Focus on the life that you know you're worthy of and the people that you know that are coming with you on this new journey, because we're creating the heaven on earth. This is a new book of life, and we've only been here for a couple of months. So this is about you being able to create that which you desire, and Dad can help you now by you simply releasing those lower vibrations that were just holding you back. Okay, so it's almost like he's saying, you write him a letter. He's like, get the family together. You guys can all do a family burning and release that which needs to be released, and watch the magic that starts to take place within all of you, because I'm feeling that there's a life-altering moment that's about to take place for you, he's saying, and it's going to be a moment that is going to touch your soul in a way you have never felt that love before. It's a new vibration that is being created through your vibrations you already have. So it's this new love that we're all going to experience because we haven't felt this new beautiful love before. We don't remember it. And it's almost like this moment that takes place is going to allow you to get into action, and it's going to give you the balance that you truly desire. Does that make sense?
Yeah, fully.
Okay, so do you know that the balance that's coming, Dad is saying, it's coming. Okay, so you talk to him about that balance and this justice, and my ear is ringing like crazy. So, and he's also telling me to pay attention that you might start to hear things, which are thoughts. So your clear audio might start to kick in, which is where you'll be sitting there and all of a sudden a thought will come through you really, really strongly. And you might question it. Don't question it. Just get your little handy dandy notebook and write it down, because it will mean something later. I feel like he's saying that he's speaking to you, but it's through your thoughts. And that's why he wants you to clear your thoughts about the unspoken words so that he can communicate with you clearly. Right now, there's static in the channel. So if you can get rid of the static, the channel will be clear for you to communicate with him. Wow, that's beautiful. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay, so just feel that love of that loving, caring man in yourself and other men around you and Dad, and know that where you're going is going to bring extreme balance. Stuff that you've been hesitating on or things that you have not been forcing things to happen in certain things, they're saying when you make the change to make those things happen, your life will change immediately. So whatever you're hesitating on, Nick, I think you might want to work with Dad on that and release it so that you can actually move forward really fast.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Okay, so this is about relate the flame in your life and do it with your family. Okay, and know that, again, the love that Herman has for your family, your dad is saying that he's bringing miracles to all of you. So just to tap into that and know that he's bringing, I feel like, is Mom on the other side too quickly, or is Mom still here?
Yeah, she's here, yeah.
No, she's not.
I'm still here.
Oh,
okay.
Sorry, my mom, sorry, I apologize. No, she's also
Mom's on the other side?
Passed away.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I just feel like I'm not feeling her coming in. I'm not going to say that, but I feel like he's saying, write Mom a letter too. There's something about Mom that you need to release as well, he's saying, that will actually help you move forward. Make sense? It has to do with childhood, he's saying. Okay, so you write her a letter and do that as well, and know that your connection with Dad is stronger than Mom, but the connection with Mom will become stronger when you release that which we just talked about, okay?
Right. No, I get it. Yeah, it's true.
Okay, great. So, Nick, I hope this helped you. I've got to go to commercial break. Thanks again, Nick, for coming on.
Thank you.
And
thank you.
You're welcome. And for all those listening in, we'll be right back with our next caller from California, Maria. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Thank you. Bye.
Free your mind with OMTimes Radio, IOM FM. Have you ever wondered how to change your love paradigm? The secret key is finding a love partnership, not just a regular connection. How do you find these? Through conscious relationships. Ascending Hearts Dating is a dating site for people like you that believes in second chances and a different type of spiritual connection. Try Ascending Hearts for free today at ascendinghearts.com and change your love paradigm. Ascending Hearts, the premier dating community for the spiritually awake.
Eros Evolution is where sexuality and spirituality meets. Join me, clinical sexologist Martha Tara Lee, on Eros Evolution on Thursdays, 4 p.m. Eastern on OMTimes Radio.
When Dad needed help getting around, I became his driver. Soon enough, it was up to me to be his housekeeper and financial manager, too. When he moved in, I became his cook and even his nurse. But no matter what roles I play, I know I'm still his daughter.
We understand the roles you play. So to help, we created aarp.org/caregiving, where you can connect with experts and other caregivers. Visit aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Hello, and welcome back to Vibe Nation Radio, where today we have been honoring the spirit world with it being Halloween with a spirit talk. And I have now got Maria from California on the line. Maria, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hi, Carrie. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for taking my call.
You're welcome. You're very nervous, my dear. I can feel your shakiness.
I've never called in before.
Okay. I want you to know that I'm feeling a very strong love connection coming through for you. I'm feeling my heart chakra is really, really going in overdrive right now. Are you familiar with chakras?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so I'm feeling that there is somebody coming through. I do feel that she is actually it's a woman. Lots of fun. And I feel like she's acknowledging something about a tattoo or something. Do you know who I'm talking about yet? She's acknowledging the tattoo.
No, I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea.
So, okay, there's something. Don't worry about that. She's talking about. Okay, okay, I'm just going to go another, because the only other way I could feel this. Do you know a woman who was a lot of fun that may have took her own life?
No.
Okay, I'm going back to tattoo. I'm feeling very strong around the wrist. Are you planning on getting a tattoo yourself?
No.
Okay. You need to, there's something about a tattoo. They're not giving up on this. So please write this down, and I'm putting you in. And a lot of times I put somebody into a spot and they don't know what I'm talking about, because it could be somebody that, you weren't even thinking about. And I feel like this woman has got I'm getting pain in my breasts, breast cancer. I feel like, and I'm feeling it it's almost like it was in the left breast.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who has breast cancer.
Okay, you're going to find out about this. I feel like she's a friend. I don't feel like she's an actual relative. I feel like she's a friend. I feel like somebody who was wild and crazy, maybe somebody you went to school with or something. Are you on Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay, you might find out through the grapevine that somebody you went to school with back in the days has passed away. I feel like she was just a friend and you used to go out and have a good time with her. And she's talking about tattoos. Okay. So, and maybe you had a wild night one night and you guys all went out and you ended up at a tattoo parlor, or somebody got a tattoo and they couldn't believe they got it because they were drunk when they got it or something. I don't know. She's just talking about a tattoo. And I just feel like she just wants. Is that making sense?
No, I really don't know anybody of my friends that has a tattoo. You'll find out.
Sorry?
Okay. No, thank you.
Yeah,
I don't know anyone that.
Okay, don't worry about it. Just know that spirit will make this known to you. This happens to me all the time, especially on the radio, because I'm putting you on the spot. Okay, so I'm just letting you know I feel like she's a spirit guide to you, right? Because she's coming through strongly, and she wants to be able to help you because you're moving forward. It's almost like something has taken place with another woman, and I feel like she's very close to you, that there's either a message that you need to give to this person or this person's given a message to you, and it may hurt, whatever needs to be said. But you have to understand there's a silver lining attached to why this is taking place, because you're tired of what's going on. This making sense? Okay. So it's almost like she's saying the stress is about to leave, and I don't know if you're planning. She's saying this is going to make you feel rich as a person. There's an adventure that's going to make you feel good that is already in place, but she's saying you're feeling like it's in a halt. So it's either a career with a career move or an actual physical move that I'm picking up on. And if you're not getting to where you want to go with regards to that, it's almost like she's saying you're not embracing the unknown. You might have some anxiety about the future, and you're trying to co-create something that you think that you're not going to really get at the end. Like, I'm feeling the vibration towards what it is you truly desire. You throw out more of what you don't desire with regards to that than what you do. Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and then again, she's just trying to say to you that, that fun, spunky side of you, that fun side of Maria, she would like you to come out and enjoy the moment and allow yourself to be just in the moment as Maria, okay? Because the team on the other side is working overtime for you, and you know this. Now, is there something going on with one of your left ankle? Do you have something wrong with your ankle? Okay.
No.
Be aware of this, but be cautious when you're walking then, sister. Okay, I just feel like you might have I feel like a sprain or something. So just be cautious if you're out trick-or-treating or doing anything tonight. Just be aware of where you're walking. You might trip over something. They're just giving you a heads up. Okay, so I don't feel like it's going to do major damage, but they're just letting you know that you might get too busy and not really pay attention, and you might end up slipping or hurting yourself. And they're just, again, this is going to be your validation later on tonight that Spirit is actually talking to you. This is how they work through me. So now they want to touch a little bit about a family issue that's taking place. Okay, and it's something of lower vibrations that you're vibing on this family thing. And Spirit wants you to know that, again, this is a life lesson that you're learning with regards to this, and the flame has gone out. But it's almost like they're saying focus on truly what that you desire instead of reliving, I don't want to do this or I don't want, it's almost like they're saying that we're all programmed to think on what we don't want instead of what we do want. We all do this. So they're just saying become a little bit more aware that this balance that you're looking for to start loving life is on its way. You're about to walk through a threshold and be recognized for the woman that you are. Okay, and this has to do with the fact that you're loving yourself. Like you're taking energy on yourself now instead of giving it to everybody else. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so it's almost like she is trying to say to you that by bringing the fun Maria out, this is going to allow the creative life source energy to kick in. So, you might want to start, dancing and singing a little bit more, because November is a really tough month for a lot of people because the masculine is going to be rising within us all. So we want to be able to control the masculine to be able to balance out with the feminine energies. So they're saying to you that singing, laughing, and dancing is really good for you. And they're saying that these little thoughts that you get with the boys, which I call the ego, of, I can't believe this is happening. I'm not really doing, and you're not really doing something about something. They're saying stop that and see this, you're a strong, solid woman who can, it's almost like saying you can look after yourself. They want you to see that richness within you and love yourself to make yourself feel rich. Is this making sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, because they're saying if you can start to shoot out that of feeling rich for yourself and about this move, this adventure of financially feeling wealthy where you're going, they're saying this is going to rebirth and bring that balance in that you're looking for, because you are sending the message of love and they want to say you're doing a really good job with your spiritual tools. So whatever type of spiritual tools you're using with the meditations and stuff, it's doing wonders for your soul. So thank you, they're saying, for that. But they're saying that the truth still hasn't come to the surface about something. And they want you to know that this is also you speaking truth to them through vibrations, so that you can allow this that you've been vibing on to really start to manifest in your reality. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Because what they're saying, it's almost like it's 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. They don't want you to vibe that anymore. You want to vibe on the team is here to work with me. All I need to do is live in the moment, vibrate that which I desire that I already have in life with too much expectations, and allow them to work their magic into your reality right here, right now. Okay? This is going to be big for you, they're saying, over the next, I'd probably say 8 to 10 months. I don't really like to give time frame because time is an illusion, but they're saying this is about you creating the apprenticeship of Maria. Where's Maria going to be 8 to 10 years from now? And right now they're saying that which you truly desire, you're not matching in a vibrational match to actually create that. So they want you to let go of whatever this family stuff is, do the condo in my head exercise with what I told Nick, and watch how you're going to be able to co-create this new life of Maria. And I'm feeling that it's almost like if you can get into vibing this now in the dynamic trio, which is your words, your thoughts, and your feelings do match. And you only need to do this for about, I'd say, 20 to 30 seconds, Maria. And this is information that's also under the Vibrasize on my website, so you can actually go in and do the exercise too. It's right underneath it. It's called the Dynamic Trio, and it's snapshots. And it's almost like they're saying that if you can do this because you are a spiritual person and you know how to vibrate properly in the vibration of love. But like everyone else on this planet, we have feelings, we have emotions, and we're being pulled all over the place right now. So they just want you to take those few moments a day to be able to send that snapshot to your team on the other side, knowing that they are truly working with you, but they just need your vibrations to raise just a little bit more in order for that reality of magic you want to take place. Does that make sense?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. So they say, this is a life lesson. So chop it up as that you actually signed up for this. But they're saying also take a really good look at self and just understand the beauty that comes from you on a day-to-day basis. There's something about you sharing your love with other people that you touch. I feel that on a daily basis, you are touching people's lives. So whatever it is that you're physically doing, and I feel like a lot of this could be career-wise as well, that whatever you're doing, whoever you're communicating with, you truly are helping them. Does this make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So I feel like this is what they're trying to say. So this allows you, Maria, to understand your power and how at this time of history you are sharing the light as on mission. It's almost like they're saying you're doing exactly what you need to do. So don't beat yourself up and don't think that, this is not going to resolve itself, because the minute you stand up with your power and say, okay, you know what, boys, I do this all the time, which my ego. Okay, boys, not going here anymore. I get it. You can lower my vibrations, but I'm not living there. And I go with the flow and allow it to shift, because there's some type of an adventure that you're about to go on that you're going to love. And this is an adventure that you've co-created through your vibrations. They said you made a choice that was very difficult to do, but you did it. So do know that this is going to be part of this new threshold that you're starting to walk through. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Okay. Okay. Now, I do also want to mention that, do you have, I don't know if you're being pulled into this. Are you being pulled into the Six Nations thing in North Dakota? Or do you have some type of Native Indian energies around you?
I don't, but I am supporting the cause.
Okay. Okay. I just feel like in some way, because I'm getting pulled into that energy very quickly. And I think they just want to say that by just focusing on the love and seeing fresh water and knowing that love is there and you're sending your love, but to almost make sure you don't get pulled into the lower vibration that a lot of people who don't understand, when they're like getting angry and upset with all this, that they don't feed off of it. You can observe it, but you don't absorb it. You actually radiate love, not the anger that everybody else is doing. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. And I feel like this is a way, and I can feel your heart chakra opening up to this. I just feel like they're saying you're a really good viber. And when you really put your mind to it, you can vibe really well. So please know that. And I feel that this is also having an effect on children around you as well, they're saying. They just brought that up. So do know the children around you that you either have in your life physically or through connection, you are helping them in a very large way. Okay.
Oh, very
They're being
good.
drawn to you. They're being drawn to you like a big mama glow.
Oh, my gosh.
So,
and what about pets? Because I have a pet that died last year.
Oh, my goodness. So I'm going to commercial break, Maria. Thank you so much. I hope this helped you.
Yes, it did.
And great. And I will talk to you very soon. I'll be right back, my friends. Stay tuned.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bringing you the best of the conscious minds in the world. OMTimes Radio, your conscious lifestyle on steroids. Being a radio host on IOM FM allows you to build your show on a rich platform with the power of the internet to fulfill your outreach goals and connect with a very specialized and global online audience, unlimited by time and distance. OMTimes Radio will provide you with web relevance, a recognizable conscious brand, and with the standard of excellence that has accompanied every single OMTimes endeavor. Host your show with OMTimes Radio Network.
Dr. Kevin here, and I want to invite you every Thursday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, to join me on the Dr. Kevin Show, where we have a diversity of guests who help you step outside the box, behind the curtain, and see what a load of crap is going on in the world today, so you have more information with which to make better decisions. We'll see you there. Namaste.
Hello, I'm John Lithgow. Manatees are unique, among the most amazing animals on Earth, but they're endangered. We pose the greatest threat to their survival. Many manatees are killed or injured by boats or other recreational activities. I'm a writer of children's books, including one about manatees, and I believe education is the key. You can be part of the solution. Please contact Save the Manatee Club right now. Call 1-800-432-JOIN. Thank you.
Welcome back to Vibe Nation Radio, where today we have been honoring Spirit with our Halloween Spirit Talk. And as always, I'm going to be doing the message for all of those that are listening in. And it has to do with regards to, obviously, the last comment I made in the last reading about what's going down in North Dakota. And I know that a lot of you are big supporters of this. And with the energies escalating with the U.S. election, please know that it's so important for us to vibrate on love, to put ourselves in that situation and vibrate love, that all is peaceful, that the water is safe, that, you know, whatever it is that your soul is desiring with peace, joy, love, abundance, happiness, this is for all involved. Please vibrate on that. That is a much more powerful vibration to be able to help resolve the issues of what's taking place. And Spirit is saying that, you know, at this time, it's that loving, caring energy that's coming out of all of us, this feminine energy, is really going to start to help the masculine energy that's rising in the month of November, so that we can keep it balanced, because they're saying a lot of people still don't get it yet, and we know that. And they vibrate on that, what they don't want instead of what they do want. But again, this is the way we've been programmed. So they're saying that, you know, start with doing exercises that every little while, like, you know, you're sitting at the house and the boys come in or the monkeys start yapping and you just don't want to get involved. Quiet your mind and just say, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. I love the home that I live in. I love the fact that I have a beautiful bed to sleep in. I love the fact that I have a car to drive. I love the fact that I have food in the fridge. You know, this is the type of stuff that Spirit really wants us to start to really vibrate, because these are the vibrations of love that will allow Spirit to create their magic with us to bring it into reality. The minute you allow the boys to come in, what are we doing? We're trying to co-create expectations of what will happen. When, if we can have faith with the power up above, knowing that we are of the light and we work with the light to create light, this is actually a stronger combination. And they're saying that, please know that with what's going on in Gaia, the shakiness that's happening, it's because it's, you know, things need to come to a closure. The old way of living needs to be shifted. And they're saying that this is going to take time, but it is happening. So see it as yourself, that whatever it is in the old life that you want to close the door on, that it's already closed and you're living in the new. By doing this for self, you're doing this for Gaia. And they're saying it's this energy. A lot of people are watching their backs. They don't know which way to go. And it's causing them not to love themselves a little bit more. So again, this is about balancing that masculine and feminine energy and focusing on desires, and use the spiritual tools that you have in your spiritual toolbox to allow you to get through this, because Spirit is working overtime. You have to know this. But there's still too many people on this planet, they're saying, that are focusing on the injustice that's taking place. And obviously, you know, I can understand why people are focusing on justice, because it is unfair what's taking place. But this is about, you know, again, changing that vibration and saying justice is served, and this is the reality that I am vibrating on that will take place, without trying to jump in to get the details of how this is going to go down. This is where we have to work with the higher realms to allow them to create the magic that they're so good at doing, and getting out of their way to say, just keep vibing in the moment, live in the moment, love your loves, love yourself, love your life, love all around you, and watch how that creates this beautiful vortex all over the world, from people shooting out all over the way, so that the spirit world can work their magic with us to create this beautiful world that we are so worthy of living on, because we will respect and honor Mother Earth for who she is and all the inhabitants that are here. So I just feel that Spirit is saying that this week they don't want people to get pulled into all this yuckiness, that, yes, stand in your power. And I mean, I know the other day on Facebook, I posted something about a bear that is living in the worst zoo in the world, it's called, or something like that. And he doesn't have any sunshine. It's a polar bear. He's in a mall. And he needs to be released. This poor baby is going mad in his captivity. But I'm not going to sit there and feel sorry. I feel that I send him love and feel him in the freedom, and feeling him that he's already out in, you know, in a place that's going to look after him, allow him to be out in nature, to allow him to be in the sunlight. This is the type of vibration. When I put these things up, I don't want you to feed it with negative and anger. I want you to fill it with love and feel the love that you have for whatever it is that you're in cause for, and see that it's already resolved. And this is what's going to allow us to be able to change what is happening on a global level with these energies. So do know that the bonus that it is that you truly desire, it is in reach, my friends. So do know that we're going to be having a lot of aha moments over the next week. And these aha moments are going to be happening at a global scale. So who knows what's going to come out or what is going to show up in reality. But again, embrace it with love. Fill it with love. And stay in the moment and know that the spirit world really wants to work with us. So I just wanted to let you all know that I have been having this Halloween crazy sale that is readings that I don't even do anymore. These are mini readings. There's a mini Align Your Vibes reading, which is only $50 Canadian, and it's 20 minutes. There's a mini mediumship reading, which is only $80, and it's 20 minutes. And then I have questions where you can ask up to 3 questions, and it's $20 per question, and you have a 10-minute alignment per question, up to 3 questions. So there's information about that on my website, carrieturcott.com. You'll see the Halloween crazy sale. And for those that may be listening to this show in an encore, or maybe they listen to it in a couple of days through the link that I put on Facebook and they download it, if you're interested in any of these specials that I am doing, please send me an email from my website. You can see join my mailing list. Put your name in there, subscribe to it. Make sure you go into your spam box, because you will get a confirmation saying that you have to agree that you actually signed up for this before you'll start to receive my newsletters and my emails. But if you send me an email and put Encore Holiday Crazy Sale, Halloween Crazy Sale, that will allow you to be honored this special. So this special is only on until tomorrow. But if you're listening to an encore show and you listen to it on Friday, the specials will no longer be on my website. So please go to my website, send me an email, label it Encore Halloween Crazy Vibe Sale or Special, and let me know that you're interested in a reading. I will still honor that up until next week's show. Okay, so again, you won't see the special on my website, but you need to send me an email for me to honor it to you. And this is just something I'm doing because I know that a lot of the people that listen to the show don't listen to it until after the fact. So, and I also wanted to let you all know that later on this week, I've been working really hard behind the scenes to get my OMTimes expert live webinars getting up and running this month. So later on this week, I will be sending out a newsletter. And again, if you want to join my mailing list, this is the easiest way to get the information about these webinars. Go on, sign up, and I will send the information out later this week to let you know that the webinars that I will be doing live. Do know that all my webinars will be live, and they will be at least 2 hours long. And I am working with the masses to allow you all to be able to come in and learn about oneself. This is about remembering that which you already know at a very cost-efficient rate, right out of the comfort of your home, so that you don't need to leave the house. No one needs to know what you're doing, because I know a lot of people are shifting right now, and they don't want people to know what they're up to. That's a big thing on social media. I call them my Facebook stalkers. I get them all the time. Hey, I've been following your stuff for years, and but they never like, comment, or say anything, but that's okay. But this is allowing you, for those people, to be able to do this out of the comfort of home, knowing that you are safe and that the courses that I teach are about you and allowing you to shift your vibrations, because, again, I can show you the way, but I can't do the work for you. So, I believe that, Spirit's taking me here. There's somebody coming through. This is really interesting. I almost feel like they're trying to say, this is coming from my higher self, from my spirit guides. If there's anybody listening right now that's dealing with a court matter, okay, this could be a very broad message for those listening in, but do know that this court issue that you're dealing with, you need to see the justice within it. Again, going back to this justice, because Spirit is saying that they need to work with you in a vibrational way that you're not vibrating right now. They can't work with you. So please see the justice. Know that this, whatever it is that you're dealing with, is already resolved. Feel it as if it's already taken place and that justice has been served. Don't get too specific with what it is that you're asking for. Just know that whatever it is that your soul truly desire and is worthy of will take place. So that's very interesting that they wanted to bring this up. See that masculine energy within you. Vibe on that you're worthy of this outcome. and know that this is serving purpose not only to yourself, but I also feel that those that are dealing with court situations right now, it's going to help with the lineage energy that you're dealing with, as well as the global energy that you're helping to break free of. So whatever you're dealing with, think about how many people on this planet are probably dealing with something very similar to you. If you are a light worker and listening to this, do know that you're breaking that 3D pattern to allow other people to feel the freedom and justice that you are feeling yourself. So please know that this is a week of great transformation, that, don't see duality. Don't get caught up in the duality vortex. All is as it is. All is one. All is love. When you go within and spend time with yourself, go into soul solitude or go into that hermit mode, knowing that you are moving on the path of your soul, and that by shining your light brightly, you are helping all of those that are in the frequency around you. And remember, when we all start to vibe this, we all start to connect and we start to become a ripple effect that will be so much larger and so much greater than any of us could ever imagine. So keep your vibrations on love and in the moment, and know that justice is being served in all that's taking place on this planet right now. We must stick together. So on that note, have a wonderful week, my friends. And again, if you want the specials, Encore, Halloween special, and I will get back to you. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you all next week on Vibe Nation Radio. Bye.